Hello! Woo! That snuck up on me quick. Which is the theme for this week? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the October 21st edition of Tuesday with Todd, and I'm unprepared AF tonight. I will fill all you in on that. As we go through this, I want to welcome you all. We're spending some time with me on here this fine Tuesday night, as we do each and every week. Now, as we go through this, let's talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. That sounded right. State of the Union, love it or hate it. We got to talk about that on what's going on with everything TRW, how that is working. We talked about what's upcoming, and then we put together a Caesar Metal bundle for you tonight. Now, with that, yeah, we're going to talk about that because I screwed up. I screwed up on artwork. We'll talk about it, but you can definitely go there and get your sample of new stuff. All right there. There's I think 10 sample packs available, and we're going to talk about how everything plays out from here going forward to the rest of the year. So first up, let's check in with everybody and see how you're doing. Hello, Eric. How are you doing today? You're feeling the after effects of flu and COVID boosters you got yesterday? Yeah, it's like they give you the stuff to get you sick, so that way you don't get as sick. Yep, got it. Hope you feel better soon. Yep. At least not the real thing, just my body reacting. Yep. Gabriella, good morning. Right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Something over there on that side of the pond. Hi, Rich and Eric from Gabrielle. Rusleen, hi, Todd and crew. I'm good, Rich. Hope you feel better, Eric. It flew a few weeks ago. It really had me down. I got a nasal thing going on, and it just adds to this week. I'm telling you. Betty, hello to you. And Sharon, hello to you. And Mary, hello. Decided to go back to HOF. Sadis enjoyed Pilar's class today. Very nice. Pilar did a bang up job of that. I did it on the background as I was working today. So she's doing a bang up job at it. Welcome, Eric. Welcome everyone from Eric. Hi, Sharon and Betty from Russeline. Hi, Russeline back from Gabrielle. Kevin, hello to you as well, my friend. Oh, and of course, now the dog's going to start barking. I haven't heard the dog bark in like 2 hours, 3 hours. Haven't heard him bark. The minute I go live, legit, 4 minutes live, he decides to go ape shit. Good times, good times. Pilar's checking in. Hello, Pilar. And hi, Crystal. And talk about perfect timing, Pilar. Amazing job today. She did do a bang up job. We have lots of fun in store for future classes. Yes, she does. Told her she'd get it. She'll get in the groove of it. She's getting it. She's getting it better and better each time, just like how we all do stuff. The more we do it, the better we get at it. Although today, how many times did you crash Corel today, Pilar? I think I got like 5. And that's the thing that I love about it is that real world stuff. So many times people teach stuff and they'll edit that part out. Yep, nothing. And they never have mistakes. They never talk about the failures. They never talk about the failures. Looks good until you look at it and the failures, and we're going to talk about those today. So yeah, bling book pages. Yeah, we still got them. Somebody ordered like 50 of them today, and that made me think about it. I should show some of those. I should start using those to put stuff on. I think it was new music. I just think I hit the wrong one, and once it was going, I just let it go, Kevin. Just let it go. What's up, Chuck? Good evening to you. Jocelyn, hello. Howdy, all. Diana, good evening to you as well. Jeanette, good. Yeah, hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello. Yes, good evening. Linda, good evening. Debbie, hello. Karen, hello. Jose, hello. Who else we got here? Nora, good evening. Don't worry. We're just getting going with it. Debbie, hello. It's 2 a.m. over there. It's middle of the night. Thanks for joining us in the middle of the night. Let's see where else. Where did we drop off of there? First time on here, and I'm gonna Thomason, Missy. How are you tonight? Uh, and I'm gonna totally ruin it because, yeah, we're gonna talk about, how things didn't turn out the way they should have been. Just saying hi to everyone, Todd, right? Yeah, saying hi to everyone to it. Sounds like the story of my life. 9-pound puppy, and the cat loved to speak and yammered up to join in class. Yeah, the dog I haven't heard from forever, and then there it was going. Corel was super fun today. You just have those days, right? And what was the best tip that I took away from Pilar? Save, 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 save. My tip is anytime I'm going to do something I know the wizard does multiple steps for, I make sure I save before that. So, and it's just I've gotten the habit of it because I know I can crash it because I get all click happy on it. As to the weather locally, Pacific Northwest, rain this morning, now sunny, 5 p.m. locally. It is trash here. It's been trash for the last 2 days. We got wind advisory, stuff's blowing all around. It's been gloomy. I don't think we've seen the sun. I'm not ready for that time of year yet. I don't think there's a cat purring. I don't see any cats purring. No cats purring. It was dog. They didn't screw up. You were unsupervised. Oh, we'll blame it. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Alex, because there's a that was my thing today. That was we're gonna get into the week that has been so far because it's been great. Uh, no. Oh yeah, we do have Scratchy and Coco. We have Mr. Scratchy Cat and Coco Bear. We do have those two cats, which are somewhere around here. I haven't seen them for a while. Nice tip. Yeah, raining here too. I'm not ready for that type of weather quite yet. It needed to be a little nicer. Okay. So we got our hellos out of the way. Keep those coming in. Thanks for joining us. If you're late, hey, team replay, do that. We're going to talk foil. That's what we're going to talk tonight. We did a foil bundle pack. So we're not foil, excuse me, metal. Metal. We're going to talk metal. We weren't going to show you guys off paper because that's what I just picked up. But we're going to show off the metal because we got a sample pack of all the Caesar metal that you're able to get to it. Why don't I just go ahead and say, all right, let's get the link in there so that way you can go check that out for the sample pack of the Caesar metal if you haven't used that yet. We'll go through there. Like I said, there's only 10 of them. So once they're gone, they're gone. And Pilar, so true. I've just gotten used to it. I think as a business owner, you have to learn to laugh through the chaos because what else can I do? Like I can't. I have to keep showing up. Pilar and Crystal both would like to get paid, so I got to keep showing up. We got to keep making things happen. Got to keep the lights and mics on. So put on my big boy pants, and no, that's not long pants. That's just shorts and flip flops. Still, I haven't switched out of there. Let's see. Can the metal that you have be cut on? Oh, yeah. Is it laser friendly? That is a great question. If it is laser friendly, because I honestly don't know. I can go through and check and see. Caesar Easy Weed is laser safe. So the metal easy because this is just metal HTV. That's what it is. The metal HTV comes in 9 colors. It's we'll go through, and of course with the reflection, it's always awesome to see. We've got the silver that it comes in. We've got the red that it comes in. The bronze and the golden rose kind of throw me up. The bronze that it comes in, the gold that it comes in, the silver blue that it comes in. The Wait a second. I feel like I'm missing one. Did I already go through one? Silver, the blue, the purple. I'm missing Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily. Friends, where are you at, Tiger Lily? Maybe I didn't grab any Tiger Lily. I thought I grabbed Tiger Lily. I know I grabbed Tiger Lily. It's somewhere here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. Maybe I didn't grab it. I thought I grabbed it. I thought I grabbed it. Nope. That's electric. Hmm. Interesting. I thought I had a Tiger Lily. There it is. Right, Tiger Lily. It's like I thought I had some of it somewhere. Okay. So there's that. There's 9. You get 9 of those. Your save when you basically you're getting one free when you go that way with it. So you can go and check that out. And we'll talk about that a little later. Why I did what I did, how I did what I did, and just that. So let's get into the State of the Union. How are things at? Okay, nothing's complete from last week. I guess that's not true. Rhinestones had come in over 50 colors, and way more sizes than that, restocked, ready to go. Next order, so as we had placed an order, an order, an order. So all of those are now here. Everything is now checked in. Everything is now in stock. So what we have is in stock. We have another order that we're putting together. I am not putting it in and verifying it until Corey gets back because, hey, I need to check with the boss to make sure that what I'm ordering is the correct stuff to go. So, um, got tons of back in stock. We got what did we get? That Pixie Dust in SS10s, and I am very disappointed in myself because I was hoping that by today I'd be able to live press for you so we could press some things. That didn't happen, and we'll talk about why all that is as we go on. So that was the win for last week. Stuff came in. Funny enough, the end orders came before the order that was placed 7 weeks before. So that all came in, got that checked in, good to go with it. And so yeah, you can go there, place orders. We're gonna keep stock going, keep stock rocking, so we can keep pushing through all of that. Let's see. Because I wouldn't laser any volatile unless you had the exhaust system in place. Well, if you get the X tool, if you've got the AP2, the exhaust into the outside, you'd be good to go. But it is laser safe when you go into Caesar's thing. The it because it doesn't, what is it, the chlorine gas, right? So it doesn't matter if you're ventilating or not. You want to not do those ones, because they can damage your machine, but then they can also harm yourself, right? And it's not all doom and gloom because Caesar does have a list that you can go to their site and see for all the CPSIA certified PVC stuff. Safe for fully enclosed and ventilated laser systems, except for fiber lasers. Um, but those ones are like Aurora and Blackboard and Brick and Diamond Dust and Easy Reflective and Easy Weed Adhesive and Eco Stretch and Electric and Extra and Sublock and Glitter and Holographic and Metal and Pure HDV and Sparkle and Twinkle. So they have a lot that you can check out and see. So go do that. We can, when we're set up there, we just might have to show you how to laser some stuff because we can run through that as well with that setup. So that's a win. Rhinestones came in. As we were working with our main developer on Wiz 6, his radiator went out um, on his main server computer. Yeah, it's liquid cooled and it was having some issues and stuff. And so that went out. So that put us a little behind on things. I think we'll be back up and running Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So by tomorrow. So there was a setback there. The goal, Sunday, Corey and the kids left for Disney. Right, they're headed to Disney cruise. They shipped out a port yesterday. Couldn't go. Hey, we got TRW time, so maybe next time. But the goal was I was taking them to the airport, and then hey, what do I have to do besides work? So let's go get caught up on orders from the weekend. So then Monday won't be such a mess, and we'll have everything ready to go, and then I can really get into it, and we'll get some stuff squared away. I can get stuff put away from stuff that came in on Friday, rhinestones, things like that, and the that didn't happen. We were getting ready to walk out the door. We got the notification that says your flight's delayed an hour. Okay, delayed an hour. We're like, all right, what do you say? Do you want to get something because we're leaving at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You ready to go? Do you want to do something for eat? It's kind of early. We could probably still eat when we're down there. Okay. Then about 10 minutes later, it was delayed another half hour. Okay, now we have time for dinner. Just got to make it quick. Okay, cool. Let's do that. On the way to dinner, another half hour. So now we're 2 hours behind. Cool. We don't have to rush through dinner. After dinner, bing, 3 hours behind. Ooh, okay. All right, cool. 3 hours behind. Bing, 4 hours behind. Ooh, wow. That's really throwing things for a wackadoo because I had plans, and those plans not include waiting around for this. And then boom, 5 hours. 5 hours. So a 5 hour delay due to mechanical issues and weather. So 5 hour delay is the 5 hour delay is what it ended up being, which really threw stuff off because that's when we were supposed to do stuff. So 5 hour delay going on that. Um, there is no, no, hey, nothing you can do. Just had to take him to the airport, do that. So they did not get to the hotel until 4 o'clock in the morning. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, right about 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when they got to the hotel, and they could get on the boat. I think at 11, so not much sleepy time. So that was Sunday. So Sunday, those 5 hours I couldn't get back because we kept getting these delays on stuff, so I couldn't go do things. Monday, yesterday. Anybody else have problems with the AWS outage? Yep. ShipStation, who is our shipping provider. Yeah, so we couldn't batch out we couldn't batch out envelopes. We couldn't batch out labels. So we could only do them one at a time. And a process that for like 50 labels will take maybe a minute, 2 minutes tops to do. It was taking about 3 minutes a label. Yeah. And then it would put a label in, but then we couldn't print anything because it was lost in its cloud. So that added a lot of time. And then, mind you, I still had everything to put away that didn't get done over the weekend. So there was that, and then things that pushed. But everything that we could get printed for a label and get out went out yesterday. So we went as far as we could with everything, got everything with it. Today, cool, we're going to be fine with it. And then I get to the facility today, and they said, hey, we're going to be testing alarm systems today, so you might hear the alarms going off. All right, cool. Yeah, it was nonstop for 3 hours. Yeah, so I've got a ringing in my head of alarms. Hmm. And we knew we were going to do metal. We were going to do HTV metal. That was something that we talked about we wanted to do. I said, hey, I'm not seeing anything in here in inventory for it. So let's pull everything off the site because I have not seen it yet. Well, as I was going through stuff today, so I ordered new stuff in to be able to run sample packs with, do that fresh new stuff. We're good to go with it. I came across some and it was in a box by itself. Like, okay, maybe it was just packed up this way. We'll cut some off, we'll bring it home, and that's what we'll do some design work with. Well, we had some issues with it, and I think there were some issues with that vinyl. We need more testing on that. So that's been this week. Tomorrow it can only get better. Right? So got this not to where I wanted it to. Wasn't able there. I could chuff colors, but didn't get to do much else with it. So rhinestones in stock. Going through the motions this week. We've got the siding. We got the paneling picked out for the backdrop of the studio that we're building out. Corey did do that before she left. We're gonna have to move some stuff and do some stuff because electrical is gonna be a bit, but we can probably make stuff work, and that's what my goal for this week is to at least get part of that corner done, so I can at least get a press in there, at least get a camera, and at least we can get some recording going on live. And that's the goal for next Tuesday. Is it may not be perfect, but I think it'll be better than what we have today. So before we get into the next parts of things, I'm gonna check in and see there. Alex says it's been raining there off and on for 3 days. It's at least not snowing. Yeah, we had snow on Halloween 3 years ago, and that year was like 65 degrees and Christmas Day. It was totally wrong. It's more metallic vinyl than metal itself. Yeah, and they call it metal. Metal is what they call it, and it is definitely it's vinyl for sure. Um, let's see, the vast majority. Yes, is least actually you just head over to Caesar.com/laser safe, laser dash safe. You can get the entire list of everything. You know what? I will drop that in the comments too, so that way you can see that. You can have it there. I only use Caesar in my laser cutter. I love the Caesar stuff. Nope, nope. You do not need to put any adhesive for it. No. You know what? I'm gonna double check just to make sure that I didn't, like, but I'm no, I'm almost 1000% positive. But I'm going to double check because you know why? Anything can happen. No, 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 no. Yeah, you can totally. You don't need anything with it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Because you can do it with the iron, you can do it there. Yep, 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 yep. Just double checking for it because you're absolutely right. I could have completely overlooked a complete step with it, and it got there. Um, Crystal got it listed on my next order. Very nice, Ronnie. Hello to you. Yes, Caesar Metal is on the laser safe list. Angela, hello. Spent 6 hours cleaning my Epson 1500 sublimation printer. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? You're probably getting about time to need some cleaning, right? I don't even know if it's going to work or not. Hours and hours. Yeah. Is it black or is it cyan? Yep. My problem is I can make all kinds of cool stuff, but how do I market and settle online? Any help? Alex turned into Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. We're going to talk about that, especially as we get here into the holiday season. Different ideas for that. A lot of it is just putting it out there for it. Are you making stuff for you, or are you making stuff for others? I think I make a lot of cool stuff for myself, and then I realize that's not what people want. And so, what do I need to do? I need to do what the people want. So we theme it up. What can we do for them? What do they need for it? The biggest seller is you. You have to be the one to sell. What I'm seeing trending right now is pretty much the QVC style. Any of us older people remember QVC from our youth, and that's what they do is they'd get on TV and they would talk 2 and 3 minutes about a product and the benefits of it, how much great everything you can do to it, and then they moved on to the next product. And that's what they're doing. Hey, check out this shirt. Here's this, blah. Here's how it's made of. Look how it reflects. Here's how it does. Do this. Hey, guess what? We also have it in this color here. Here's everything that works for it. We've only got X amount of them ready to go. Let's go get them sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, done. Let's move on to the next one. All right. People buy from you. They buy from the emotion. They buy, from people they like, know, and trust. So it's a lot easier if you're putting yourself out there and getting your things that way. To get out there, you just get out there and keep at it. Uh, Done that a couple times. It sucks. It does suck. Didn't Caesar spend money to get that outside testing done to certify? Yeah. Yep. They sure did. Yeah. Into that's the diode, right? The M1 is a diode. We have the F1 and the S1. My 15,000 runs like a champ, almost 4 years. Proactive maintenance. That's right. That's why I said that's time. It's usually once a month I go through it. Laser came with a bunch of vinyl, but I hadn't heard any of it. That's how it works, right? They will. It was what brand laser? Because it's their brand vinyl too that came with it. Uh, let's see. Good evening, Chrissy. Barb, I hope that you continue for many years to come. Learn the hard way. They expire, and then brick never again. Yes, 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 they can. Brick, but the scanner still works amazing on it. And I should probably I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it when things move to the other ones. I'll have to take a look at the Laser Caesar vinyl metallic. You can buy the sample pack right now, Barb. Buy the sample pack and then bring it in. What about the problems with Wizard 5 and envelopes? No problems. We figured it out. It just wasn't programmed that way. You missed it out, Carol. You missed it out. It was in there in last Wednesday's. Was it last Wednesday's? One of the Hall of Fames. It's just that way that we're trying to do it. It's not programmed that way. It's programmed to do it the other way. So yes, it'll be easy to do it in the sixth, and that's already whacked up on there for it. Yeah, and that's what it is. Make sure, yeah, it wasn't, and that wasn't what the way that we were doing it. It's just not the way that it was programmed to do it, and so that's why going through it, like, yeah, we can change that up in the sixth, not a problem. So it was easy enough. It was when I was walking through and saying it was like it didn't make sense. So then we did video, and I showed them. It's like, oh, well, yeah, that's why. That's why. So we got it all there. Uh, Carol, it's good. We know we got it fixed in how especially if you go, because remember in the wizard, let me pop the wizard up here for you because something always to consider too, and that this is how dumb I felt at it, and then it was like, oh yeah, okay, we want to share the entire screen so that way you see the wizard, and there it is. There's that share the screen. When we're in the wizard, don't forget. that there is this amazing little thing right here. Right here. Let's see if it pops up. Nope, it's not even going to pop up here. Video tutorials right here at the top. Go to video tutorials, and that will give you the tutorial for everything that's in here. And so when you go to live template editor, and it goes right down, no, that was the text effects, right? Text effects, that's what it was, right? Text effects. One color, and you go through the envelopes. Yep, it said the way to do it. You do it that way. Works 100% of the time. So it just wasn't programmed the other way. That's all. So easy enough, but I kept thinking in my head, that's how I would do it. That's how I do it. And it wasn't how I was doing it. I was doing it the other way. So that way it's there. It was a good time. It was a good time. Um, am I correct that Tier 2 doesn't have metallic rainbow HCV anymore? I think they quit. Let me pull up my little chart here, Ronnie. And let's see the metallic rainbow because and then I will go double check and verify for you. Holographic, the holographic rainbow, or because that's the rainbow there. Metal rainbow, easy wheat electric, metal. I think it's just the holographic. Is that which one you were looking at? They still got it. They got it. In fact, what did we just see it in? Holographic rainbow. I know they have because I just did some. They just don't have a good picture of it right there. Is that one you're looking for? The because I don't see that's the only one I'm seeing there, and that's in the holographic forms. Let's see. Do you get approval from all the apartment buildings? What's that? Approval for what? Approval for that? Let's see. Yeah, gives you time to see. Oh, they'll always have issues. That's why when we look at this, like, Wizard 5 12.3, that didn't start that way. It was V5, and then everything else came from there. So there's little quirks and things that happen with it, and then it just gets fixed as we go through it. It's always been part of it. Yes, I'm evil. As you pick up Corey, be hyperventilating and tell her about 20 things that didn't get done that were screwed up. I did. So she sent me a message. I'm like, what are you doing? It was because they did get the internet package. And she was like, "How's your week?" I'm like, "You want to know?" I'm like, here was Sunday, here was Monday, here was today, and here's everything." She's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah," because the best part is if you work with somebody, you trust their abilities to do stuff. I don't question her on anything when it comes to shipping and that. It's her domain. That's how she has it. I go in there. It's all backwards for me. I'm left-handed. I would have stuff to the left of me. I would have this here. I would have that there. So it was a lot of where the F was this at? And then I had to think if I'm right-handed, where would I put that? Oh, yes, it's probably right here to this way because that's the way that you're grabbing for stuff and where you have it up. So doing that, having certain things done a certain way, it was just like, so I didn't much about it yesterday because of just how chaotic it was today. Today I got a little better at it where I'm like, okay, yep, I know where things are, and by tomorrow I should be an expert at it. But I said you picked a perfect week to go on vacation because not only is the weather trash here, here's everything that's going on here. She's like, great, love you. Talk to you tomorrow or something. So we'll see how it is. Yep, there's it. Yep, we did it last week. We started a new envelope. Everything was good with it. Yeah, on the foil we need adhesive in there. Not metal, twinkle. Oh yeah, the twinkle. Do they have the twinkle listed in here? They have the twinkle listed in here, don't they? Holographic twinkle. Yep, twinkle. There it is. That was the other one, twinkle. And I do have that. You know what? Maybe we'll do twinkle next week. And we'll show off some twinkle next week. How's that sound? I'll go through all those because there's the twinkle and then there's the sparkle and then there's the glitter. So maybe we'll do that. The because we were gonna have what's the 2 one that they did, the starts with a V, the Vernice, whereas the super glossy red and black. I got an email this morning on that says, "Hey, do you want to keep this? It's on back order." I'm like, "Oh, well, how long does it come back in?" They're like, "Next year." I'm like, no, 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 really, once it come in, they're like January, like legit. So the Vernice that they just released just a couple weeks ago, yeah. So that's out of stock and it's on back order. It won't be available until next year. Good times for it. Let's see. Wizard software, can you explain it to me? Every time I look at it to order, it tells me to do a different part. Well, absolutely. So what the wizard is let me bring it back up here and we'll show you what it is. An extra shared screen. We're going to share the entire screen. We're going to share it here. We're going to go back here. All right, share away. Bring that up here. Remove from down here. And let's remove. We're going to go this way with it so it's nice and big. And so here's the design wizard. Just what you got here. Basically, what the in a nutshell, what the wizard is that is your business in the box shortcut hand, right? So it takes stuff that is multiple steps. In fact, I think Pilar, if I heard correctly today, Pilar did something and then did Control Z back to show how many steps that it did. And what was it, Pilar? What was the number that you got on that? Was it 10? I'm not sure if I heard that part of it, but I do remember that. But what it's going to do is it's going to help you do a bunch of different things, not just for rhinestones. Okay, even though that's what it started for, was able to do. Here in your rhinestones, where you're able to do it. There's so much more that it can do with it. It can help with design prep. It can help with mock-ups. In Wizard 6, when that comes out, you can export as all the different types here. In Wizard 6, it'll be a simple one button to it. You can export to different cutters from here. You can have templates here's your creating your cut templates for things. So for your flock, your sign vinyl, your HTV. What else do we have in here? We have our text effects, so we're able to have envelopes pre-set up, ready to go for that. So there's so much more to go into it. Now, what do you need what do you need to use the wizard, right? Well, here's what you need. You need Corel and Corel X7. I think is as far back as we can go. Corel X7. You need Corel X7, and then you need the design wizard, and that's it. You should be good to go with it. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. Pilar, Crystal, am I missing anything off of there? And Pilar said, Gloria, I created your designs in class today. Finish up on Thursday class. Be sure to catch the replay. Woohoo! There we go. Ronnie, thanks. Next time I order, I have some Color Spark Rainbow Glitter Reflective and Color Spark Midnight Rainbow, which both good. I miss my metallic rainbow. Yeah, check the. We'll show that off next week. There's we will be able to create some sample packs for that for Twinkle and see what we got there for it. Yes, 5 and only works inside Corel Draw. So Corel Draw and Wizard. Oh, my Epson full blown brick wouldn't copy. Through the code was to do with the waste tank. It sure. Um, and yep. So you need to order. Yeah. So you'll need the Corel. You'll need Corel Draw, and you'll need the design wizard, and then you'll be good to go with it. And you'll be off to the races with it. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Todd. I figured out how to design, cut, and press the Wildcats shirt you should a couple weeks ago. I'm proud of me. Way to go! Way to go! I'm super excited. That's like it stresses me out not being able to live press because there's like things that we need to show off and show to do, and not being able to do that just sucks. But one of the things that we talked about was before there was an entire team of people that were able to do a lot, so I could just focus on content. Not so much here. All the back end things, all the tech things, all the things like that. There's 3 of us that do our best to handle the things, and then sometimes I swear these last couple of weeks has been meeting after meeting after meeting and setting all that up and then doing the stuff from there. So little by little, getting there. And by my birthday, I'll be doing it. So within a month, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, we'll have that rock and rolled out, and that's there. I'm really shooting for next week on it. Let's see what else in there. Oh, Color Spark Metallic. Yeah. Maybe we'll get that in. We'll see. We'll see about that. Yeah. For being able to bring in your building. Oh, no, we're not on that part of it. We're waiting until Corey gets back. Because we have 3 meetings with 3 different people at the city to know what we can do as far as a building. And like I knew the basics of it: 3 foot off a property line, 6 foot off the house, 16-foot peak. I was like, okay, it falls in there. But because of the size that we're looking at, there's a little more hoops we have to jump through to see if it can even happen. And then it's like, okay, now, how long is this going to take? Because it's something that can happen before the first snow. Because if we had to do ground prep and that, Might be a spring project. It's just one thing after another for it. It's just one thing after another. Uh, I'm making aprons for a group. What can make that one letter not stick? Did rotate it, but just one letter would not stick. Is it in the same place on every apron? Is there something on the aprons? Is there something there with it? What material did you use, Karen, for it? And that way we can go from there. Yeah. By going to have everything's basically be able to run 3 business ship orders too. Yeah, we went through that. It's just like, besides TRW as its own fully functional standalone business, we also have 2 other fully standalone running operating businesses, and now this week, I am handling all 3 of those. So, on the, print side of it, we did launch our gang sheet builder. That is quirky, but we're working through the quirks. We've already got version 2 lined up, ready to go because we found some things after it was released that we're like, I don't know, how can we change this and make it better? So that's coming along. As soon as that is like perfect, then that will be on TRW's website. So we're using, our print side for it. We had a banner week last week as far as like banners. And what it was a lot of football and cheerleader banners for senior night. So that kept us busy for a lot of that. And then on the apparel side of it, we're the end of season stuff for senior nights as well. That's been busy, and now the winter sports are getting ready to start up. So we've got meetings with that. I've got meetings with Friday from pretty much 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. is meeting, which is kind of nice because we 3 of them all know each other. So we said, hey, let's do this. Let's go to lunch, and we can do that. And crossing fingers, we should close all those deals too. Not that I want to, because TRW needs to be the focus, but hey, we still got other things come in. Remember, TRW hasn't paid me yet. I'm still paying it. So one day we'll collect a paycheck from it. But till that day, got to keep everything else floating. So it is. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So now it was a perfect time for come up with epic designs to showcase that super glossy stuff from Caesar. Yeah, let's come up with it, and then it'll be good to go in June, January, June, May, whenever it comes back out. Because they said maybe it'll come out there for it. Let's see. The steps I showed did go back 3 or 4. Yeah, and that's how you say when you can control you if you hit a wizard option, Control Z, and you can go back to the beginning and see how many steps you saved for it. No seams on it. Same. Is it this? It's the same part. How many different ones are you doing again, Karen? And then we're able to see with it. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Natively, no. Natively, Corel will not work on there. Can you do workarounds with Boot Camp and Parallels? Yes, you can. Will it work? I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I know a handful of people who says it's working just fine with it. Well, I say yes, you are this compatible, but you need to do this? No. But do I know people that are running it that way? Yes. So you can take that how it is. Yep, because we have those you're using it boot camp parallels. Exactly right, just like that. Let's see. They go check after your class tonight. There it is. Yes, everything is still going to stay the same. We're just pushing back the timeline of it. Once it ready to launch, that whole timeline just gets shifted back. So you'll still get 3 months. You'll still get everything. Everything will still come along. There'll still be if you want to do a single upgrade, instead of the monthly, the single for a year instead of doing month, we'll have all those there for it. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, so bummed. Made a happy haunting shirt for me, and all the sixes are coming off. No problem with any of the other colors, but can be picked them off. How did you? What was your pressing strategy? Pressing order? Were the SS6s last, or were they first, or were they all at the same time? Let me know. Let me know there, and then we can get through. We can get there for it. You see, that's pressing sixes before the tens. That's what we're going with it. They were only SS6s in the design. So the whole design it was just the crystal ones. Oh, let's see. I stopped at 4 and I couldn't caught the problem. Is it so it's the exact same spot. Okay, now let me ask you this. I'm gonna use a I'm gonna use a thing of vinyl here, and then somebody can help translate my words and the thoughts. Just your vinyl, right? Do you only have one design when you were cutting it, and were they all lined up here, and was it all in one spot in it, or did you have multiple ones going this way or this way with it? Because I have ran into before where I had stuff lined up here. So say I had a design here, a design here, and a design here. But this same spot in every one of them was bad. There was bad adhesive. There was a bad adhesive on it right there, and so that spot just didn't stick. So let's see. They stick press, but when I wore it, I stood up. Wee. They were just sixes. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get it. That's what we're doing. We're going through and figured it out and going through it. Uh, Cooler spot in your press? I am maybe. You like it because she rotated around, and that's where I'm. That's what's concerning on me too. Because if you rotate it around to a different area, then you should be fine. Because if you're here and you go, if you're here and you go here, it's in a different spot. So it should be fine. So that's where I'm wondering if it's a material thing. Purring is my computer. You found the noise. You found the noise. I'm so glad you found the noise. Uh, just the crystal. How old are they? Because are they? Yeah, how old are they? That'd be my next thing because, like, I won't BS anybody. You know, if we have issues with stuff, we'll own up to it. We had some. Oh, what were they? There was something that had a bad adhesive, and it's been a while. Like pre-Todd, pre me buying it. And sometimes it does just happen, you know, like the adhesive that comes in there, and there's no way to know because you have it, and you don't know until you start getting, hey, this isn't working. And when it's one person, I'm not saying like, hey, Lord, it's you, it's your fault. When it's one person, like, okay, have you tried this, this, and this? When it's multiple people in the same thing, then you're like, okay, there's an issue here because everybody's having an issue with it. And I haven't had anybody, and we've done a lot of SS6s that I know of in the last month. So, hmm, let's dig it, and it's just that one. You cut three across. So you got three across, and it's in the same spot on all three of them. Okay, so it's not a material issue because it's in the same spot on all three of them. So we've got three across there. I was hoping that it was just one, so we could say most likely it's that. Now that you got three in here, when you're saying you're rotating it, because you're saying it was the center, right? So when you're saying it's the center of the design, right? It's right here. So when you're rotating, are you just rotating right here and that center is still in that same spot? Or are you sliding it one way or the other on the press? Let's go with that because maybe not so much a heat issue. What press are you using? Because there could be the chance that you might have, I'm trying to see if I can do that here, you know, a little warpage in the platen itself, which leads to a little cupping in one spot. That could be the issue. So if we're sliding it past that one way or another, that would fix that. Ooh, 2 years. I mean, we've had some that are way, way older than that. That we have stones, I know for a fact, are five. We're in 2005, 9 years old, and Corey just used them, and no issues. And Corey can rip some stones off some shirts. So I've had some there. I've had other ones that are 2, 3 years old, but the backing will come off before it even gets there. When you pull it off, okay, so you pull it off. Is the adhesive dot still there? Let's start there. Is the adhesive dot still on there? No, it's the left side. Move to the right side and let's see. Right there. And go with that. And then we can see if that would, yeah, see if that would there. That's what I'm going with too. Could be an issue with the press. So we're asking all the questions that are going through with it. Let's see. I'm gonna try and put the little ghosts on and see what happens. Yeah, let me know on that. Where's my brain going with this? Where's my brain going with that? The dots. Let me know on the dots, and then we can go with there. Tim, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. So as we went, down a couple rabbit holes with this, and we got two sidebar conversations going on here. We're getting Gloria taken care of, and Gloria, I don't know, like I have I have your account flagged, not in a bad way, but for whatever reason, I swear to you, I'm gonna have to do a loom to show you. You select the USPS, it selected USPS and ship station. You go and print the label. Every single time it switches it to UPS. Every single time. And it's like, because what it does is it finds the stuff, even though somebody may select something, it'll say, this value at this, go here for it. We're like, no, go by selection. So we don't have to do that every time with you. It wants to say, no, we're sending UPS. I'm like, we're not sending UPS. We're not. We're not. It makes me laugh every time. It does. It's one of those little things. But we'll get you. We'll get you. No adhesive dots. Okay. So no adhesive dots. So that means, what's the back of the stone look like? Does it still look like there? So if there's no adhesive dots, because most times when a stone will fail, the stone will come off and you will still see that adhesive dot there. So that will come off altogether. It'll split. Adhesive stuck here, the stone falls off, still leaving that adhesive dot. Not having an adhesive dot, that would lead me to believe that it's a pressure issue. Everybody else agree? Disagree? I need to hold that sign, no adhesive dot, lack of pressure, prove me wrong. So that would be that would make me, with no adhesive dot, that would make me think it was a pressure issue with it, because it was only SS6s in there, and it was only the standard crystal SS6s that had the issue, right? We're getting there with it. And that it could be too. In the diamond cut, yeah, in the diamond cut, I would see even less of an issue with diamond cut SS6s. Yeah, we burn through those, and I haven't seen anything with it. Um, no seams, no collars, no strings, just okay. Let's remember what an apron is. Apron's there to protect something. Is there by chance a coating on these aprons, like a water repelling coating, some kind of wax coating, or are they just, because it could have an issue with that. Let's go with that. Ronnie says probably pressure. I've only had stones fall right when I press them, never after a long time. I do have some Korean lowland S10s that the adhesive dots come off before pressing, just occasionally though. Yeah, and the Korean lowland, I've seen those, but not on the diamond cut. And not having that adhesive dot, that's there, leads me to believe that, and if everything else is going there, uh, pressure. That's what I'm going with, is pressure. Pressure. I made a huge design of mine Diamond Cut SS6s that probably was a boatload, so they're all good. Did you mention what time? Yeah, she did. It was SS6 Diamond Cut crystal. So that's why I was like, I think this is I'm gonna go a pressure issue, because the temperature should, if we look at the whole, right? We've got three different colors where they were all SS6s, right? Or no? Because the other one stayed and it was the crystal ones. So let us know on that. Because I would just want to make sure I'm verifying it. Hot Tronics auto clamp. If pressure, would the other color stick fine and just not the crystal? They were all SS6s, correct? We want to make sure, yes, all SS6s. Okay. Yes and no. Is it all of them or is it just some of them? Hmm. Because they should all have the same adhesive. They're all SS6s, so there shouldn't be a variation in pressure because when you have different size stones, we can have pressure issues with it. So we should be fine on that, all sixes with it. I I would want to test some to see and to actually look and see when you initially press those, did you turn it inside out and give it a second press inside out? Were you able to see the stuff that way? Let me know, and we're gonna go from there with it. It is. But this is what I love. I love this part of the business because if there's something wrong, we got to know, And if there's something, it's not saying that she's doing something wrong. Sometimes things just happen, and in this instance, it's a good instance because we've got three different colors, but all the same size. So we should be good to go with everything. The pressure should be fine, and the temperature should be fine with the other ones. So now it is that mystery part of it. That's what I love too. I love when problems like these because these are things that we can all run into and things that can happen to all of us. Um, do I no ooh, sixes, sixes. Yeah, we because we just the Crystal Skull shirt was all sixes. Should I go find that? No, I might be on Disney cruise ship, but that was all there. I picked up all one ghost and pumpkin part of the other ghost. I stopped picking them up before they were all. So you were able to physically do it on the back of them. We weren't able to. Will any of the stones? Yeah, the other ones, the other two colors did just fine. This one, it was the crystal ones. But when you did it inside, run over the test process that you talked about last week. When we go, which process? The one where I give it to Corey and say, "Hey, you do this because she's way better at it than I am." When we press stuff, turn it inside out, and we give it that insurance press inside out with it. We want to make sure that we can see and feel things from the backside too, that everything's there. We want to make sure that we're not laundering within the first 24 hours of it. Um, I know some people get a little crazy and decide they want to start stretching and pulling stuff around and all that. I'm like, listen, there's just hot adhesive on this. Why the hell do you want to do that? So I try to be as friendly as possible as I can to the shirt to not do it. Let's see. I may have pressed them all together. I'd have to look at the templates. I try not to do it. But if they're all SS6s, I wouldn't think it would matter. Um, yeah, I wouldn't think it would matter if they're all the same size and it's just that one. Yeah, try it again and then let's take so something that I like to do, like especially this, because I don't do it every time, but I do when I run into issues, is then I document the process. Okay? Because I get very complacent with things. Yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough. Yeah, the pressure's close enough. Yeah, the temperature's close enough. The time's close enough, right? But then when something happens, I'm like, what happened? Well, I didn't document the process. So now let's go through and okay, how do I need to do this? Yep, I need to be set here at this time. This is that for it. Did I make sure that and the thing that is the most confusing part to me is that they were all pressed at the same time, and they were all the same size. I was hoping that there was something different and we could go from it, but we're figuring through it. Um, But then I'm like, okay, did I pre-press shirt to make sure there's moisture out of it? Did I do everything the right way? Where, in the right steps that I went to, if I'm using a multi-deck system, where if I've got glitter and stones and vinyl, what is my order of operations for that? And then especially when it comes to stones, to do my insurance press, turn it inside out, press it again that way too. So, um, there are there's 37 ways to skin a cat. I know two of them, and that's what we got for it. Are the other colors? No, they were all SS6s, right? All SS6s for it. Angela, great catching a live show. Been out for back to celebrate my mom's dinner tonight for 87. Woo, way to go, Angela. Angela, I think you sent me a message. I think I seen something pop up today. I have an hour blocked out tomorrow to go through messages, being emails, going through Facebook messages, DMs, all of that. I have an hour blocked out tomorrow to go through and catch up on that. Yeah, they were all sixes. Yeah, see, now we're going through it. Yeah, 100%. I'd much rather it happen to ours than somebody else's for it. How does the back of the other SS6 diamond cut crystal stones look? Trying to look, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going through it. I'm going through that same process in my head of what is this? What is that? How does this work? Which way have we doing that? Um, Send in pictures and let's see. I have to look at the rest. Yeah, turn it inside out and and look at that. And if you can, send a picture because that way we can see, how that looks too. Because we'll get through this and figure it out for it. And as we go through that, um, we're still, going down the rabbit hole of what's going on with stuff. Cams machines closer. They said we won't be able to get them both up and going till we get an electrician out to get things there because we can run part of it, but there'll be too much for the circuit to run what needs to run and everything else out there. So um, we need an electrician, and we're just going to do a sub panel. The building plays a big part in that sub panel because if we get the building, can we do an RV hookup to supply power to that building? And because then we don't have to hardwire anything. Just got a plug that goes from here to here, and that's good to go with it. That's what we're hoping for because that way we don't have to trench anything, do anything, put it that way with it. But then that also determines how big of a box that we need for that. So there's some things that need to happen before that happens. Now our work around that is that we can run dualing compressors and we can run some internal circuits and we'll be fine with that dualing with that. So by this time next week, could we have one Cames machines up online? There's a very good chance of that. One Cames machines up online. That'll be the show starter for that. Getting the rest of the studio, we've got stuff picked out. Insulation is ready to go. I don't have to paint because Cord picked out paneling that she wants to do. Lighting, I'm totally rigging up some lighting because of where I want it, where I have it. It's like it's not necessary, but it looks good at where it's at. So LED lights to make the stuff go through it, and then we go. We'll get through that. Wizard 6, like I said, it's getting closer. The other thingamajigger, Cam's machines are getting closer. Studio's getting closer. Trying to live press next week. That's what we got for it. So, with all of that said and done, let's see. Well, okay, what else? You know how sometimes you see unhappy stones if you pick them up from a design from a template with tape, they get back and looks thin, trying to troubleshoot. Yep, I know how those look. These did not, especially. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially all of them. Especially all of them. Hmm. Do you have any more SS6s not from that same bag? Because maybe we can start there and go with that, maybe. And then we'll go that route with it. Okay. As we, keep troubleshooting through here, how about we show you what I did with this metal? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and post a link in it because hey, why not? We have the sample pack that is in here. I said I think there's only 10 of them. I think that's all we did was 10 of those. And so we'll be good to go with that. And we'll throw that in here. Color wise. Okay. I'm going to show you Bling Book pages too. Bling Book pages, man. You guys have been buying Bling Book pages the last couple days. Thank you for that. Okay. So metal colors. We've got what is it? 9 colors, right? That sounds right. 9 colors. 9 colors of the metal. As we talk about the metal, is we give you the basic overview of it. Is that right? What's the thing that I'm thinking of when you instruction, not the instructions, the descriptions. That's what it is. The descriptions of it. Because with the metal, metal can the metal HTV can be applied to 100% cotton, 100% polyester, and the cotton poly blends. Now, to press this for a heat press, you want to, cover with a cover sheet. You want to preheat your garment 2 or 3 seconds, and then you want to apply at 305. Use medium pressure, 10 to 15 seconds, and peel cold. Okay, peel cold. That's something that it's a big thing to remember because sometimes it doesn't always there. Um, if areas of the design lift at their application, you want to replace the cover sheet and repress again because I think that might have helped with what I ran into. Now, as far as colors, we have some colors, and and it's always hard to tell, and so hopefully they'll come across on the screen pretty well with it. First up is going to be this silver blue. Silver blue. So I would say this is more of like navy. A navy is what I would go with on it. If I would use that as a navy on that silver blue for it. Next up is going to be the gold. Gold is gold, baby. Yeah. Green for the money, gold for the honeys, baby. Right there. Gold is a nice gold. And then we have a rose gold, right? A golden rose, excuse me. That's what they call it. They call it golden rose. So there's a golden rose, which is, that pinkish rose color for it. Next up is going to be the blue, and that's a damn nice blue. I really like that blue on there. Blue is legit a blue on it. Then we've got the purple. I'm a fan of purples in general, and I think we have some amazing selections of purple. And there it is. The purple is a nice, good purple with like a purple. And then we've got a tiger lily. Tiger lily is going to be like when somebody tells me tiger lily, I don't know what the hell color that's supposed to be. I really don't. So it's supposed to be this color. It's a pink, tiger lily, pink. Here it is, and you can see in the metal right there with it. And then we have the bronze, right? And bronze to me is more like a copper, like a penny, shiny penny is what I would go with on that. It's a copper. It's a bronze. It reminds me of the stuff before it turns green. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's that for it. And then we've got the silver, which is like a chrome. Like a chrome. Like that is a look at that. That is some chrome brightness. Oh, hello, look at that. Look at that guy. Hey buddy. How you doing over there? So we've got that one for it. And then red, a really nice red that we got in there for it. So I ran out of time. Like I said, it was a busy day. I only got two things done, and this is going to be the purple. And there's the purple. And did I pull too soon? Did I have too much pressure? Did I not have enough pressure? I'll tell you what I did. It's in a hurry. Okay. I was in a hurry. I've got one of these. We've got a bunch of Bling Book pages. What do you think? Should we do a flash sale on Bling Book pages? There's white, perfect for sublimation. There's gray, and then there's black. Should we do some kind of flash sale on Bling Book pages? Let me know in the comments, and we'll add that to our flash sale. That was one thing we didn't talk about. We're going to have, as we head into Black Friday, a meeting with the girls end of this week, beginning of next week to kind of bang out flash deals and Black Friday specials. So that way we can roll through that and we can get a little more info on how we're gonna do because we're gonna have Pilar's picks because it's her birthday. We're gonna have Crystal's picks because it's her birthday. We're gonna have my picks because it's my birthday. So that's what the flash sales are gonna be. A lot of those are gonna be like limited supply. There might be stuff where there's only like 3 items available for it, and because it was stuff that when it's gone, it's gone. Other ones might be we're ordering stuff in and we're just testing it out to see how it is. So it could be sample packs, and here's this. So there's stuff maybe because somebody maybe instead of one fat finger to put a zero behind something, so we have 10 of something that there only should have been one of, so we don't need it. There could be a handful of cameos that are hanging out that'll be on a flash sale to roll through it. Could be some equipment. There could be a boatload of digital specials when it comes to equipment purchases. So, hey, you let us know what you're thinking, and we go through that tonight. So, here's how I did this because I was in a hurry. And because, I thought, hey, you know what's smart? I love the hell out of this design. Let's go ahead and do some of these designs and we'll do it at that. And then I realized, yeah, I've got to do some weeding and that stuff. Oh yeah. And so it maybe took a little longer. And it may have been a little more pain to do. And I was running out of time and I was frustrated. And I couldn't find my readers. So I'm doing the squinty McSquints as I'm trying to weed. So when it came time to press, I said, all right, we're putting you on the front and we're putting you on the back and we're gonna press. Don't do that. Don't be a Todd. Don't be a Todd and do that. Press them both right because I think that was probably my issue with it. But overall, there's the purple, and you can see how it still has that metallic look to it. Here it is. And you can see where I had issues. I'm going to always show you my mistakes. Right there where it started to pull up, and right there when it started to pull up, and right there. And this is the purple. That's why I said, that purple, Gloria purple right there. Telling you that purple metal Gloria. Let's hit it. And then this is the tiger lily. This is the tiger lily. So you can see that a little better there. And same thing. Same issue right there in the center, right there with it. So was my pressure wrong? Was my stuff there? Who knows? So Todd does know that he didn't take his time. And Todd does know that Corey is not going to be happy with him because, I am messing with her stuff and I know better. So what am I doing that for? But at least I didn't ruin some shirts. It's just some bling book pages that we did. But um, on this stuff, there was some the stuff that I found. Okay, because I'm telling you, we found a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff that's there, and I was going through, and I'm like, I didn't see the metal. When somebody had asked me about it, I'm like, it says that we have some, but I don't see it anywhere. So I went back through like the deep back stock of stuff, and sure, lo and behold, there's a box, and it had some of the foil in it. So I said, okay, let's get it and see what we can have. And some of it weeded beautifully. No issues at all. That purple one, not a problem. This copper one, there, look, see, we're doing that one in the copper. It really started to like tear in places. So it would weed like here. Now let's see. I can grab it, and as we're pulling it off there to weed, right? Because I should just be able to grab that and pull. It's coming off and like flaking. And so we know we had some. I know personally that I've had bad vinyl in the past that did that, and it still pressed and everything fine. It just sucked. Weeding was a giant pain to do, but I'm not even too concerned about that because we got new stuff in stock, and that's what all the sample packs are going to be made out of. But things like this, where there's a lot of some of this, like maybe 100 foot of it, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So you put it in a. What do you do with it? You just throw it out. Do you chop it up and make it into mystery packs to go from there? Do you sell it as is, no warranty, may stick, may not stick? What do you guys tell me? What should I do with some of this stuff that we might have an issue with? Like the red, like here was the red, and the stuff was on there for it, and you could see that part of it came off right there. And so it was like, hmm, I don't know. So yeah. So what do we do? Do we throw it all out? Do we just say, hey, you just want to try it and go from here? Hey, here's some extra mystery stuff, as is, no warranty. Here it is. Do we just sell, oh, there's one roll of this, knock yourself out? I'm not 100% sure, and that's what we're going through. Look at that. Chris says nine packs left. Let's go. 9 packs left. Let's go. That's right. Flash sale. Yeah, yeah. Flash sale. All right. I think I need more. I think we can do that. We can get a real count on those because there's a boatload. But there's not a boatload of them all. I do know that. I know that the white, there's not a lot of. I believe there's way more gray than anything. Well, we can run some flash sales on those to get it over there and be able to go through that. Let's see. Oh, pretty. It is that, and that's what I was one. I was like, oh, I was thinking like a mixed media thing, Gloria. Like we can do the foil, or not the foil. We can do the metal, and then do it with like the glitter. So like a Christmas tree, where I could have the tree, and then I could do the ornaments as the metal. And those are things that I'm like, oh, let's see how we can mix media in this. So I was pretty excited about it when that happened there. Let's see. I actually had a couple stones stuck at the top of my heat plat and messed up several other rhinestone designs. So I found the problem. Did that was where pull ours? Yes. Oh, I'll never forget that. When she stained her platen for hundreds of safety orange hoodies. Yep, transferred right on the next shirt. Didn't even realize it because you're just pressing the same thing until she went and did the next one. Like, where the hell did that come from? And was it goof off? Is that what you ended up using to get it off there, Pilar? I think if I remember, if that's what it was there for it. So yes on the flash sale. Yes, I think I need more. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. On our list, if Pilar or Crystal have access to that, bling book pages. I think I put it on there, but I'm not sure. We created a list of all some of that. Teresa, links down in the comments. You can go get a sample pack of it, and that way you'll have it all there tonight. Not tonight for bling book pages. Okay, hold on. Let me go because here's the thing: is I don't have a real number on it, so it scares me to say, "Hey, let's go ahead and put, a super sale on this real quick." And then we don't, I mean, I'm not going to say that we could sell out of them. Like there should not be anywhere near that, that type of thing for it. Okay. But I am saying that there's enough where, right now, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. Regularly 825. All right. There's black, there's gray, there's black and gray and white. 825, price 688, on sale 599. So $3. Why don't I just make it 499? Why don't I just make it 499? How about that? We'll just make it 499. Is that right? Can we do that? Can I do that? Make it 499? And just call it good and say, hey, they're on sale for 499 right now on the black ones and the gray ones, because I do know on those we can make those 499. So we'll make those 499. That will only be tonight. That'll only be till tomorrow morning. Like when I wake up and change it back, they're going back. But regular price 825, on sale 499. Black and gray only right now, because on white I do not know how many are there and I want to verify on that. But the other ones, we have enough on that. Now, I will tell you that when we do a flash sale, there is a chance that it could be cheaper than 499. So don't get all up in arms if when we run a flash sale that is only good for X amount of hours or one day. That's just what it is. Just buy more on when it goes on sale for that. I'm telling you, they're on there for that. So there, Bling Book pages, gray, black, on sale, 499. We'll make that happen tonight, right now, for there. So that done, changed. Gotta love my lovely neighbor enabling me. We love it. On the upside, we're learning what not to do tonight, right? Yep, my class learned how to crash Corel. That's what we do. Will it stay shiny like that if you get a second press, security press? It should. Yeah, it should. Because it doesn't dole out. What did I just do with it? What did I just do with it? Yeah, because this was after this one I pressed twice. And it didn't mute it down. So yeah, that one should be good to go. I need some liquid pages. There you go. Now I'm telling you, does it weed better laying on the? I don't know, Crystal. You're gonna get some sample because I told the girls this as I go through stuff. When I come through stuff, they have boxes started where I'm just gonna roll off some stuff. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. let's see what we can do. I hadn't tried it yet. I hadn't. So possibly, but I don't know because I hadn't do that. Uh, so you guys, our birthday month is coming up. The three of us will be having a meeting soon. What kind of deals and discounts? That's right. Soonest the ideas. Soft Scrub took it off, but it took forever. Tons of extra copy paper. That's right, Todd. Uh, good job on the buffer tonight. No wooden spoon, right? I learned. Yes. Yeah, there we go. They're on the big sale list, so that's what we got. I do own the company. Corey's on vacation. You can do whatever I wanted. But here's the okay. So here's the problem. Let's say I put them on a ridiculous sale, like ridiculous, and we're gonna do it. I have to pack those. I don't have a team that I just got to sit back and be like, yo, so we're doing a sale. Polar Crystal, make the listing, go do this. Oh, we're doing it right now. Go ahead and do that. And oh, hey, Seth, why don't you go ahead and fix everything on the back end for it? And hey, Ryan, guess what? Sorry, buddy, you're fixing that tomorrow. No, dude, that's me. Hey, I just went and made the sale change. Polar Crystal can handle that. And usually I try to be really good about making sure they have enough time to do that instead of throwing stuff on them last minute. But then who's pulling orders tomorrow? Me. Who's packing orders tomorrow? Me. Who's shipping orders tomorrow? Me. Yeah. So create more work for myself. Why not? Why not? We'll just have them on sale tonight. It's not. It still doesn't feel real, even though even and maybe it's because I haven't. I really should look at my bank account because it's I've put way more into this than I anticipated. I'm like, wait a minute, should really start to see a return soon, right? Because where in the hell is this all worth it for it? But it still doesn't feel real, even though I've put more into it than I bought my first house for, which is wild to think about. We'll just keep going, and eventually it'll all come back. So yeah, they're on sale. Bling Book pages. Let's make me work harder tomorrow. Bling Book pages. Yeah, testing materials, track pressing. Yeah, we're gonna get through it all because there's a lot. There's there's a lot of materials that we haven't seen for a while. There's other stuff that was in boxes that was new that just hadn't made it to any videos and that. So we're gonna be doing a lot of it. Uh, Not like you don't stalk me, Crystal. Stop stalking people. Still 9 left. I mean, once you see the cool stuff we're gonna make, then you'll be sad you missed out. Listen to Crystal. Crystal's all about that for it. But here's the other thing. I know once I start live pressing, people will buy more because you'll actually get to see it and how it works and all that with it. So that's why 100% on me. I need to make that happen. There will be. I think we are going. So I guess I might as well just say it on one of those shows as I'm looking for going in there, and I think it's going to be the week of Thanksgiving. So the 25th, all right, because the 27th is Thanksgiving, 28th is Black Friday. So I think on the 25th, Black Friday week, we might even start at the 18th. That's what we're looking at, when we're doing flash sales, Black Friday, when is it going to officially start to run through? It'll start on a Tuesday because when we do a Tuesday with Todd, that's when we'll start it. So probably the 18th. We'll most likely do a ball drops and things on that night. So be all excited and all kinds of fun for that when we have that rocking and rolling. But with that, did we get, I'm looking in my notes, in my notes. Do we have some winners tonight? Do we have some winner chicken dinners? I think we should. I got to go find that sheet so that way, 'cause it's already 8:20. You guys hung out with me here, got to hear me ramble. Don't forget, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are running Makers and Movers podcast. Let's see, where's the sheet? Drew's orders, no. This a fun sale. No, 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 no. I just looked at that, right? It was close. Where is it at? Crystal or Pilar. And there it is. Crystal's such an awesome person. Like I was like, why didn't I just go there to look for it first? Okay. So as we go through random right there, I got it, and I got it right there. Crystal nailed it for me. So I'm gonna grab this and copy this so I can see it. Do we want to go the over 5 year member first? Yeah, over 5 year member first. You tell me, over 5 year member first, or rando badando? You want it rando or 5 year? Over 5 year, right there. Right here, Nor, right here. If you go right here, go up there, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tomorrow's. Let me look at tomorrow's topic of choice while you guys tell me what you want to do um, for that other thing, because I really think after my day today, I'm gonna go get ice cream. Ice cream really. I think I need a mint chocolate chip cookie dough shake. I think that's what I think that's what I need. So today is tomorrow's the 22nd, right? Yeah, tomorrow's the 22nd. Wednesday, the 22nd. Wednesday, because that's Monday the 27th, Friday the 24th, Wednesday the 22nd. Start scared, do it anyway. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, right? Because you know, I will tell you, confidence doesn't come first. You do not have to have this all figured out. You do not need to wait for perfect. You just need to start, right? And so the things we're going to talk about tomorrow morning is how we can turn fear into your biggest motivator, why small, messy steps beat perfect plans, how to build confidence through action, how to surround yourself with people who make you braver. All this community right here. And while failure is actually your fastest feedback loop, failure. I'm telling you, I show you guys my mistakes. So that's tomorrow morning show. And then on Friday is one that I think it resonates, on different aspects for different people, because it's going to talk about, you're not behind other people, you're just building. Those long nights, slow weeks, messy middles. They're not setbacks. They're just the foundation right now for your future success. And so we're talk about that one on why growth isn't a straight line, how we can turn comparison into motivation, how we can make the most of quiet seasons, and why those little small steps forwards are still wins worth celebrating. So that'll be on Friday. And then next Monday is what are we talking about next Monday? Believing in yourself, right? That's good then. Good thing that you believe in yourself. It's going to be for everyone. Whether you told it was just a hobby, you'll never make money doing that. When are you going to get a real job? I still love when people said, "Huh? How's that little T-shirt job of yours doing?" I'm like, I don't know. Well enough for Corey and the kids to be on a Disney cruise for the second time in 2 years, and for me not have to be stuck in a 9 to 5 job. So I guess not too bad, right? So that's what we're going to talk about on Monday. So got a good, fair, fun shows coming up there for it. All right, let's see. Who did we say? I really need to get my act together. He said how to turn a beer into how to turn a beer into a motivator. Beer can be a motivator. I'll give that. Got some bling book pages. Woohoo! Love it, love it. Beer is motivation. What do you think about it? Like, hey, when I get this done, I can have a beer. I think that when you have a beer, you can have that done. That is right. Let's see. It's like dangling the carrot. That's right. I love it. Dangling the carrot. Good to hear. We'll look into it. Yep. Check those out. Those will be coming up on the next couple days that we have through. Okay. So give me that. Oh, wait. I do have a drum roll thing, right? If we go into our media assets, we have that. We do have the drum roll bongos. I wonder if I do. Can I, let's see, bounce, drum roll, slide long, gunshot, siren, train whistle. We're just doing the drum roll bongos. All right, here it is. I need to go in here. And this is going to be for the random winner. Nope, that's not the random winner. That is not the random winner. The random winner. There it is. Let's see. Why? Why won't you let me copy that? I mean, I know who it is. I can just type it out, but I really like copy. There it is. Okay. So, Hill, here we go. Here we go. We're going to hit the little thing, and it's going to give us the drum roll bongos, right? Here we go. There it is. The rando winner of this week is going to be ta-da! There it is. I guess I gotta say ta-da, and then I gotta hit the thing right there. Jocelyn A. Welcome. 5 year, no, rando winner, because I'm looking at the 5 year one and the 5, 6, 5, 6, not 6, 7, 5, 6, which just look at your kids and go 6, 7. That's great. They love me when I do it, and it's amazing. In fact, we are doing 6, 7 rhinestone shirts for the teachers for Halloween. It's going to be the two colors 6, 6, 7. It's going to be two color with the hands underneath it. So doing this shirts, we're doing the 6, 7 and rhinestones. I should film that. Maybe I'll get live and we'll do that next week. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. Okay. So over 5 year winner next. Over 5 year winner next. There you go. So we got that. Now I got to find bingo, bango, bongos. Bingo, bango, bongos. Here we go. Drum roll. Bingo, bongo. And the winner of 5+ years is Betty. Betty, thank you for being a member. You want to see something really fun? You want to make Pilar jump scare? I can throw her on the screen real quick. Look, she's like, oh, look at the. She's giving me a thumbs up. She's like, ah. See, just like that, we can throw in there. Look, see, there's.
Hey, crew.
See, look at that. Just like that.
Oh, is my microphone on? I don't know if I turned that on.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
It's always on, yes.
Hey, guys.
All kinds of stuff. See, that's when I can see people come in there. I'm like, ooh, she's down. She's in the green room, just like that. Take her
Pointing
away.
at you. I was pointing at you, trying to show you where like the stuff was.
Oh, I had it.
Ronnie.
I had it
Hi.
over. I had it up.
Gloria.
Mine's up there. Mine's up there with it. But yeah,
Okay.
see, I'll get you in there with it. Easy enough. All right. Thanks for helping me out with that. There you go. I'm gonna send her back to the green room. All right. So with that, we're gonna wrap up tonight. We're gonna get out of here because ice cream closes in 31 minutes, and there's probably a line, and I want ice cream because I deserve it. It's just, what do you want to bet? It's 28 degrees outside. Do you think there'll be cars in front of us for ice cream or not?
28 degrees, let's be more accurate.
I don't know. It's probably at 40. Krista's coming in here. Krista got her hair done. It's purple and red. And purple and red. There it is. Purple and red. We're gonna go get ice cream. Mom's not here. She can't tell us no. Because what
It's 47, feels like 35. So
feels like 35
almost
degrees out.
freezing.
You know there's a line. There's a line at that ice cream place. So we're gonna go get ice cream because mom's not here. So we're gonna say we're gonna do it. I made Swedish meatballs and potatoes for dinner tonight. Bacon, loaded baked mashed potatoes. That's what it was. And Corey was like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "Sorry, whatever." Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go get ice cream. Yeah, go there. Or I'm gonna go get ice cream. Mint chocolate chip cookie dough. That's what I'm gonna go get. So you guys have an amazing night. We'll do this next Tuesday. We'll have more stuff there. We're gonna go get some ice cream. So until next time, I gotta go up there, hit the thing, do the thing. You guys have a great night. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next.